everyone, my name's Mary.
And I'm Melissa.
And this is Teachers Talk. And today
Hi, I am Amy Polk, and I'm a teacher at Florida Virtual School.
Okay, so how long have you been teaching?
I've been teaching at Florida Virtual School for 9 years.
Okay, and then to jump into our questions, what are some positive and negatives about the state testing?
Well, for me at Florida Virtual School, teaching an honors elective class, I don't have to work or worry about state testing too much, although I know it is, a concern for our students. So for me, I don't really have any insight for state testing personally. I think there are positives and negatives. You can obviously have a benchmark for your students. You can have some sort of a comparison and see where they stand. Of course, I tend to see more negatives in state testing just because I feel like there's way too much pressure on students, pressure on teachers, and way too much validity. I don't think that a test can necessarily gauge a student's understanding of the material completely.
how do you teach testing strategies? Do you teach your students testing strategies for your own assignments that you give them?
So at Florida Virtual School, I often give students guided notes so that they can be prepared for all of their quizzes, exams, and discussion-based assessments, which is what we do at Florida Virtual School. So for those, they can use their notes, and if they have a good guide, they know what material they should be focused on, they know what we're looking for mastery in.
And is there anything you do to curb test anxiety and create confident test takers?
So again, I don't necessarily, my students don't have a lot of test anxiety there, and by nature of Florida Virtual School, they are able to take their time, they are able to control their environment where they're testing, and those kinds of things. But definitely there are some good ideas as far as, using positive thinking in your test taking, having a growth mindset, which we really try to encourage at Florida Virtual School, and then having those notes always helps.
Yeah. So, and then the other one is, how do you use formative assessment to prepare students for summative assessment? So leading up to using the little test, leading up to the bigger test.
So I think that's one thing that Florida Virtual School does really well. We do a lot of quizzing before test, but the big thing that we do is our discussion-based assessments, which students tend to hate, but it really is a great way for a teacher to check in with the student and make sure that they understand the material before they go into an exam. So we're able to have a conversation about the material that they're learning, and then determine